A horrible accident in the Midwest. A train plows into a school bus trapped at a railroad crossing. There are deaths and many injuries. The government says this is what can happen when some Chrysler minivans are involved in a crash. Also tonight, it promises good taste and a trim waist. But some say the new artificial fat is a real health risk.
This is the CBS Evening News. With Dan Rather reporting tonight from Fort Worth, Texas.
Good evening. It is almost unimaginable the fear in the hearts of the high school students in suburban Chicago as their school bus got trapped on railroad tracks this morning, a commuter train speeding toward them. Some of the students tried to push their way to safety in the front, but as correspondent Scott Pelley reports, there was no escape.
At 50 miles an hour, the commuter train ripped the body off the bus. In an instant, there was terror and death.
Quite a few of the kids were thrown through the window.
There was a lot of blood everywhere.
The glass was flying everywhere. You could hear the metal when it slid across the pavement and hit the grass.
5 high school students were killed. At least 24 were injured, some critically. Rescue helicopters and 15 ambulances rushed the injured to hospitals. But incredibly, a few of the students walked away.
Everybody's running out of the bus, trying to get out of there.
Witnesses say the bus crossed over the track and stopped at a red light, but the rear of the bus never cleared the rails. Some witnesses say there was also a car in front of the bus. As the train approached, lights flashed, bells rang, and 2 barricades dropped, one hitting the bus. The bus never moved. The train could not stop. Jim Homola was in traffic on the other side of the track.
But we were in the bus in my truck screaming for the bus to go because we saw it coming. And within a few seconds then it hit it and it spun it around.
The train was an express, authorized to go through this intersection on any given day at 70 miles an hour. The high speed was permitted because of the barricades and the other safety features at the crossing. The bus driver, a 54-year-old woman, was among the survivors. She was said to be hysterical after the accident. She will be interviewed in the investigation. There are many questions to answer. How could an accident happen at a crossing fitted with every safety device? And why did the bus stand still as the train bore down? Scott Pelley, CBS News, Fox River Grove, Illinois.
In Washington, federal highway safety officials today ended their look and took no action about complaints that Chrysler minivans have dangerous rear door latches that may easily pop open in collisions. But even as the government closed the investigation, it officially released test crash videos that only underscore the minivan problem, as Bob Orr reports.
Crash tapes released today show rear latches on Chrysler minivans failing and test dummies being ejected in low-impact collisions. But instead of ordering a recall, the government endorsed Chrysler's plan to voluntarily replace rear latches on more than 4 million minivans built since 1984.
And that's the bottom line for us. A cost-free remedy for owners and strong efforts to ensure that a high completion rate occurs.
There have been more than 200 reported incidents of Chrysler rear liftgates opening in crashes, resulting in at least 37 deaths.
I was buckled into the seat.
Alex Boyd was riding in the back of his mother's minivan when it was struck in the side.